Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wrestling Tonight. This is Hollywood Mike Connolly with the double biceps. It is in the contract a legal requirement. Every time we appear on camera, we are appearing on camera right this minute. The man to my left, but could be to your right, depending on what side of the screen you are looking at. It is the co-host, the co-founder, the co-breather of air, the co-wearer of clothes in this virtual room. It is the master of disaster, the king of sting, the count of Monte Cristo. It is the Siberian bull. It is your friend and mine. It is, you're getting confused now. It's too many names.
I don't know.
It is the winner of the Dave Stockbridge of the Year Award, the illustrious award held by the illustrious man with the illustrious beard. That is not it, but that's also a trophy. It is Dave Stockbridge. Welcome to your own show.
Well, thank you very much, Hollywood Matt Connolly. It's a joy to be here on Arm Wrestling Tonight once again with you, and we do have ourselves a very, very special guest. He is the AEWE Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. It is Riekerd Bornman. Riekerd, thank you very much for joining us here on the podcast.
Thank you guys so much for having me on, man. It's super, super cool.
Yeah, well, now you're a very popular man. We're very lucky to have you on the podcast. You're heavily booked. You were on a podcast earlier on today. You might be on another one tonight. You've got other podcasts. How does it feel now that you are getting this type of attention? That the world now thinks of you as an arm wrestler, not a rugby player. You're now somebody that people are calling up, messaging, wanting to have on their show. How's that transformation in your life taken place, and how do you feel about that?
It's really cool, Uncle Dave. First of all, I'm really pleased to be in this situation. I'm enjoying every single moment, man. It feels unreal. I mean, people look up to you and support you and really want you to do well. And I'm lucky to have a massive support system behind me. So yes, I'm doing everything as big as I possibly can, enjoying every single moment, training hard, enjoying it, doing stuff like this, getting out there. I think it's really important to tell your story and to show everyone what it is about for you and what it means to you.
Well, I think the last time you appeared on AWE, you had a left-hand match against Brett Coots. It was an absolute war. What a lot of people don't really know about that is that you came that close to winning, but had almost zero gym time, zero table time, and no preparation. We were working 12, 14-hour days in the lead up to that event, and quite a hard, laborious environment, and yet came so close. Now you've had a bit of a shift in gears. So now you're 100% dedicated to arm wrestling. You have given away the hard laborious work. You are now in the gym, on the table, increasingly so, and this is basically your full-time endeavor.
Yes, and I'm loving every single moment. I have to say, this left-handed match with Brett was just something incredible, man. Hats off to Brett. It was a big honor for me to have this match. I'm not a guy that focuses on my left anyway, but when I got the call, I was super excited, and I truly wanted to test myself as an arm wrestler to see what I've learned in the sport. I, like always, did believe I will win the match, but unfortunately, I got away with the result, but I learned a lot. And Brett is a good guy, and the experience was so good. There's not many people out there getting opportunities like this, and I just couldn't say no. With everything going on, this is what I love, and this is what I want to be someday. So yes, just another learning curve for me.
Absolutely incredible, and of course, Brett kind of really ran through Lachlan Adair without too many hassles at the most recent event. So does that get your wheels turning, thinking, okay, with a bit of gym time, bit of preparation, putting some focus just on arm wrestling like you are right now, how much closer you might be to Brett Coots, or how you might go against Lachlan Adair? Because there's really only a couple of names on this side of the world that you would say are competitive and at your standard at the moment. Do you all of a sudden feel like this extra time that you're now spending on the sport, not having to concentrate on all the other stuff, do you feel like that would bring you to a level that that is just what you need to have enough to be able to maybe walk away with the chocolates next time against Brett Coots or Lachlan Adair?
Uncle Dave, if I get the opportunity to pull Riekerd tomorrow, I will do it and I will win. That's 100% how I feel. I've made silly mistakes in that match. I've had full hand control, but I was afraid of committing my shoulder and my elbow to the max. And so when you know you have a guy's hand, there's so much more you can do. And I think at that stage, I was still thinking or just attacking the hand. I wasn't hitting for position, but I was hitting to finish. And I think that was one of my biggest mistakes. I think I did a great job overall, but I would love to have a match with him in the future. I would definitely give the match a bit more respect it deserved, and to make sure I will step away with the result.
Okay, we've got a question in from Big Rilla who says, hey, Riekerd, what's your max riser and pronation lift?
Okay, so my max riser is 46 kgs, and I've never tested the pronation. Never. But I do have 50 kgs here, and there's this new lift that I've been doing. If you guys don't mind, I can quickly show you.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop my phone.
This is streaming live from Riekerd's gym at the moment.
So I would say this is probably a combination between a rise and a pronation lift. I don't know if you guys can see me properly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So this is 50 kgs. So the wrap is like this. Put it around my wrist and into my hand. So it's not going over my fingers. It's going just over this knuckle.
Gotcha.
Jeez. Oh, there it is. Hey!
Stronger than the strap.
Too strong for the strap. Fantastic.
Yeah,
wow.
So that's a new lift, and that's a PB there as well.
Wow. Just like that, there's a PB right there.
Wow,
Well, that's a arm wrestling tonight exclusive. I think they call that in the media landscape. So you're proudly South African. People might know that you live in Australia, which of course means that when you win, you are Australian. You do realise that. So
we will steal all of your accomplishments.
Sorry for that.
Yes.
Sorry, you guys are lagging on my end. Can you guys see me and hear me all right?
Yes.
You're all good with us.
Yep, we can hear you. How's that?
So will you repeat the question, Uncle Dave? Sorry, I couldn't hear you guys.
I didn't know if you were conveniently not hearing that question, but it was many people know you're a proud South African, but you do live in Australia, which of course means that when you do win, you are Australian. That we claim you in. No,
no. Get ready for the third telling of this joke.
For those people watching at home, this joke's going to be even funnier.
He's gone.
Well,
he's gone completely.
Obviously, that's how he feels about being Australian.
Okay, I think I'm back.
You are definitely back. You're definitely back. Can you?
Sorry for that. I don't know what that was. I think even the phone was shocked about that weight being
that's
thrown
right.
around like that.
You're breaking everything in the room now.
Is your phone made in South Africa?
No, it's an iPhone.
It is an iPhone. Because the question was a lot of people know that you're a proud South African. Some might not know that you're living in Australia, but what of course that means is that when you do win, you're Australian. So you know you know how that works. So.
I have to say, I've been blessed with you guys. I don't think if I didn't meet Ryan Bowen, I wouldn't meet you guys, and I probably wouldn't ever do arm wrestling. So this is why the AWE title is so special to me, and I've mentioned it multiple times to you guys. It really means a lot to me. That was the first thing that got me, that I fell in love with arm wrestling. That side of it is to be a champ in something, you know. I mean, I have a lot to work for. My brother is 16 years old, and he's already a double national South African champ. So it's special. So I could get that belt, the heavyweight belt, and that was something for me to look back on and to keep on working to keep it. And I've defended that once, and I'm just waiting for the second call.
Well, we're working on things in the background, but you're a hard man to book now, of course, with your East versus West commitments. Of course, you know you want to be on the biggest stage in the world and get the biggest matches that you can, and of course, your upcoming match against Pavlo. How did all of that come about?
Oh, Uncle Dave. So Robert sent me, the CEO of East versus West, sent me a message, and he asked me what do I think about a match with Pavlo, and super excited, really, really excited. I mean, Pavlo's a big name, and I straight away knew that this would be it's a step up for me. But I got excited either way because I do believe that I have multiple lanes in that match. So it's an interesting story. I met Pavlo in Chicago in the East versus West signing room, and I could just sense that a match in the future is inevitable. It will happen, and I can't tell you why. We gripped up on the left, so I could always think that, listen here, this guy, I would see him in my career soon. Well, not soon, but one day. One day, that's better. And and the first time I officially had an idea about the match was just after Pavlo's match with Ragnar Bortolato. Neil asked him, listen here, what do you think about a match with Riekerd? And yeah, that gave me a bit of a hint. So yes, but yes, there's a lot of stories going around. I would have had a match with Philip Larson, and he's facing Matt Mask at East versus West 19 as well. And yeah, so I'm really excited for the match with Pavlo. I think it's the perfect match for me at this stage, even though it's a step up. But I want the match, and I want the result even more than he wants. So.
We've got a big Riller in with another question here. Riekerd, what match are you most excited for at the Shore Classic besides your own?
Yeah, I would have said my own, I promise you. I think what people don't understand is I'm an arm wrestling fan first, and then I'm an arm wrestler, the athlete, you know. There's a couple of matches, man, but if I have to be totally honest with you, it would probably be the Todzilla Dave Chafee match. I think that could be really interesting. Todd is super strong, Dave Chafee as well. So, and I do think the smaller guy's going to step away with a win on that day, and that's what makes it so interesting and exciting, you know. But then you have Philip Larson and Matt Mask as well. That's a big match for me to see that happening, because I believe that I can beat Philip Larson, and if he beats Matt Mask, that's incredible. Matt Mask is a legend, even though I'm a bit bigger than Matt Mask, but that still gives me the hope that I can beat a legend in our sport. So there's a couple of things, and it all just leads down to Terence Opperman. You know, it all leads to him. So that's the thing.
All right, and Terence has dropped
Terence
into
in the
chat with just a subtle hi, just to let us know that he's there and lingering in the background, and he certainly looms large in this matchup. And Terence, so there's a little interesting three-way discussion going on in the world of Southern Hemispheric arm wrestling at the moment, where you've got Terence Opperman making a big claim. We know he's the number one man on right hand in South Africa, and number two on left now. So surprisingly, after recent events over there, but number one on right, and he posted a video recently claiming to be and to hold the title of number one in the Southern Hemisphere, and I happen to know that that's also a title that Lachlan Adair feels that really should be just floating above his name in the credits. And but then there's a third man. There's another view here, and that man is you, Riekerd Bornman. You're the AWE heavyweight champion. And what's interesting is that there hasn't been a recent matchup to sort all of this out. So you've got the three guys that are definitely head and shoulders above the rest of everybody else on the southern side of the planet, but we haven't kind of had any matches recently to resolve any of this, and it seems like like you say, all roads are leading to Terence in some respects here.
Yeah, no, it's pretty exciting. I'm actually having an interview with him and Arm Fellas tomorrow morning, so that's going to be quite interesting. So I don't want to get into too much, but I think the match will most definitely happen, and I do think that he's also really excited for it. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to go further on with my East versus West journey before I'm the number one in my country. And I want to deserve that title, and even though it's already mine, the number one in Australia and in South Africa, they both know it. But I would like to get the result on the day and step away with that belt on my shoulder, and to know that I'm the best in my home country, and I will be. And so it's pretty exciting, but that's a match that I'm looking forward to the most.
Very interesting. A real old line, young line dynamic going on there. And Terence Hopperman has been the man in South Africa for so long. He's such an arm wrestling pioneer, and he's somebody that I know this whole generation like yourself that are coming, and your brother that are working their way through the sport really do look up to Terence. In some respects, will there be a tinge of remorse and if you do happen to take down Terence? Will there be a tinge of sadness there on that day when Terence does finally fade from that number one position and you do take him down?
Terence has to look out for my brother. My brother is just 2 to 3 years behind him. I promise you that. That's the truth. That's the truth. So he shouldn't be worried about me. It's my little brother coming up. So no, I think the old lion is really old, and I think it's not able to hunt for itself anymore. So when I beat him on the day, I'll give him some of my food.
And Terence is still in the chat, so that's encouraging. I'm sure he's got some of his brothers off the table. Yes, well, there you go.
This is brothers off the table, but it will be an absolute war once we meet.
That's 100% the truth, and I do respect that, and I hope we both can understand that and stay at this beautiful headspace. I mean, off the table, we are good friends. I mean, he's good friends with my dad as well. But I know when we get to the table, it's a fight, and it's a fight in every single way. And that's probably the thing that I'm the most excited for. I mean, I understand South Africans. I know how proud people we are, and just to take it from another South African, that would be the biggest achievement in my life. I promise you that.
Wow.
Well, there's a few comments rolling through, Matt.
Well, there's a lot of people very supportive of Riekerd, which is fantastic to see. We've got Cobus Prinz, as always. This is good day, guys. He's so excited for Riekerd's match with Pavlo. And Anton Munger says it's going to be epic. Cobus does also mention Duvan, your brother, and he says that we would be very wise to see more of Duvan as much as we can, which is something we'd love to do. Cobus says that he was responding to a question I had there. That was the question from Big Rilla there, which was the max lift. We saw Riekerd break the strap a minute ago. Etienne Pelser says, Riekerd, you are a monster, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Bring back the belt to South Africa. And we've got Marthy Cordia. She says, go Riekerd. We are behind you 100%. Which is awesome to hear. And Dominic Lawrence is also here. We've got a lot of people that have jumping in here. Arm Historian, always great to see the Arm Historian. His hand keep waving. Here he is right now. No. And we've got Terence Opperman, as we mentioned. Still people jumping in here right at the end here. Marcel Prinz says, hopefully all three of them will be over the top so we can get our answers. And Terence finishes it with, may the best man win, but first we need to focus on Pavlo.
Yes, very, indeed. I like that it's we against Pavlo.
Yeah, we all need to focus on it.
A little bit like Pablo and Wallace were ganging up on you in at the last East versus West event.
Yeah, Uncle Dave, it's amazing how life works. It's incredible, man. Who would ever think that the corner man for Wallace would be the guy I face next on the same stage? It's truly something special. So the thing I've mentioned that I don't think I have, but I will, uh, is Buffalo should know how to beat me. I mean, he tried to help Wallace, so let's see if he can do it. I mean, I'm coming in really hungry, really strong, and really motivated. I've never felt this good in my career. I know I don't have a long career, but I have so many people to prove wrong, and I have myself to prove right. So super excited.
Are you feeling stronger than last event?
Yes, yes. Uncle Dave, the poster got released of me and Pablo. Kid you not, 10% stronger.
Bang! That's it. I saw the video. It's
That's how
believable.
easy it is.
Yeah.
It's the truth. I promise you. It's something I can't explain it to anyone. I even feel bigger. That's the scary thing.
Yeah. Do you have your cornerman picked out already? Do you know who will be there?
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone. But I think it will sort itself out. I think it's really important to get someone that understands the way I arm wrestle, and I would have liked to have Ryan there. I mean, he understands me 100%. But if I don't have anyone, I'm still happy, and it will still give me a sport to relax and to know what I'm going to do next, and not get confused by someone else seeing something on the side, and I know what I feel. So if I get someone and I do feel that this person could genuinely give me something, I would truly appreciate it.
I don't know if you really need a cornerman because you normally have about 150 South Africans. You have the biggest watch parties of your matches of any athlete in the world. I think last time there was. I thought, oh, there's a little bar, and then they started panicking. It's like, oh, it's a fairly good sized bar, and there's, oh no, it's a huge function centre. There's 300 people there. Absolutely epic. I mean, you draw a massive crowd just to come and watch these events. Are these friends? Are they family? Are they new fans? Is it a combination of those things? Is it words are spreading out back home? What is going on there? How do you draw so many people to come and watch your matches?
Uncle David, it's really special to me, man. I mean, when I see that videos, I get so emotional, and I actually wish I could have been there to experience it. I mean, as a person, you don't realize that people cares that much for you, and to see that the emotion in that room was incredible. And to know that it's for you and you're doing it for your country, it's truly something special. Yeah, so that's definitely a combination of my family and my closest friends. I mean, we live in a small town called Riekerd. I was the head boy, so that bar is about, let's say, 1K from my school where I used to be the head boy. So it's a really tight community. Everyone celebrates with you, and they enjoy the big moments with you. So it's really special to be from there, and to have them supporting you. It's really cool.
Fantastic.
It's
Another question here. Big Rilla says, Riekerd, what are the arms, wrist, biceps measuring before your next match?
Oh, I haven't done the wrist yet. I actually should give them that. I think my bicep was about 50.5 centimeters. It's always 51.
20 inches. I think that's, just 20 inches there, yeah.
Yeah,
just 20 inches.
I think 50 centimeters is 20 inches. The form, I'm not sure. I think it's 46 or something. I'm not sure. The card will be released and everything will be on there. So, yeah.
So almost as big as Hollywood Matt Connolly. That's good.
I'm getting there. there.
Few more days. There you go.
Look at this. Have you seen this one?
Oh, look out. Oh, it's right there. Oh, lift that up. There you go. Oh, no.
Oh, there we go. That's a
Let's get them all up there.
Fantastic. Well, lots of people have been supporting you. We've got more people jumping in the comments here. Johan Stoltz says, it's all the trees we made him carry on the farm that made him super strong.
yeah, that's. I think you guys have actually met him. He's a really special guy in my life. He's done a lot for me in this country, and he's one of the people that stands behind me no matter what. So, yes, funny story. one of his friends, and I would actually call him one of my uncles as well. It's like family now, man. Everyone over here that's South African is basically family. And so we went out to his farm, and I have the mark on my leg, but I chopped my own leg. So check it. Look at this. This is a memory. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so I was chopping down trees and loading them on my back. Back then, I was still getting ready for the rugby. I tried to get fit and everything. So I thought this would be a fun exercise. And I loaded the trees or the big trees on my back, and I walked. I think it was over 1.5 k's in a mountain. So that was pretty tough. I had to stop a couple of times, but the last few meters, I had my uncle behind me on the motorbike, and I couldn't stop. So that was cool. I had to show that I'm really strong, but they don't know I've put it down about 100 times before.
Fantastic. Edward Bedrosian says, Riekerd, thoughts on the genocide of white farmers in South Africa? Ooh.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Let's all stand together and pray for a better future. That's all we can do.
Very
nice.
diplomatic.
Kiwi Sam is here. He says, gentlemen who are very much illustrious, with illustrious beards, with illustrious guests, with nothing more than an illustrious love for men holding hands, your very good friends and mine, Dave and Matt. School lady boys here, as well as Kenneth Thrati says, Leka Riekerd. Oh, I can't read that. It's in bloody South African.
I can't see the comments because my phone is blocking them. So I'm not being rude or anything. I just truly can't see them.
That's okay. It's in Afrikaans, so I can't.
Yeah, Lekker Riekerd.
Try at least.
Lekker Riekerd Visio Vlasjesja. So it's WYSJOUVLEISYSTER.
I think he's probably trying to say facial flex or something like that. Or maybe it's an Easter or something. That's what I'm getting. But this is a cool guy. Kenneth is a really good guy, man. And I think he's about 70 or 90 kgs. And he's left this dangerous, man. He's a cool guy. He
Wow.
Johan
but
says,
does he carry trees?
Yeah, well, Johan says that it was a true story. He followed him with the bike, and he has video proof. So
it's going to emerge.
Show your meat iron. I don't know if that's a euphemism for something else, but
no, it's a thing we say. So iron means you're a stud or something, you know, like a I don't know, something like that.
Right. Awesome.
South African in jokes. We're learning more.
Show your meat, Iron Man. Okay.
It sounds so weird, man.
Show your meat. Yeah, that's even worse. That's great. Well, yeah, lots of people very big fans of Riekerd Bornman, and we've seen you go from strength to strength. Very first night that you were at the Kingpins Club with Ryan Bowen and Lachlan Adair, and they knew that you were something special straight off the bat. And we were talking to Ryan the next day, and he's like, "Oh, you won't believe this guy from last night. He's unbelievably strong." And it was his first time coming to the club, and he's a South African rugby player, and he's big. He's 120 kilos. He's like, I think you were 19 or something at that point. And we were like, well, let's get him a match. We had Mario Tembarkas, who is one of the top guys in Australia, in the top 5 at any time. And he was your first opponent at Mario. Very seasoned, very, very technical and clever and super strong as well. You did a tremendous performance at AWE 2. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the win, but we've seen you go stronger and stronger since then, winning the AWE heavyweight title with the 8-man tournament, and then repeating that with the biggest people we could find to put against you, including people that were 170 kilos, and you still destroyed the field. So yes, it's been fantastic to watch your rise, and then seeing you going overseas and competing in America and in Turkey and all the other places that you've been is an absolute pleasure and a privilege to see.
Yeah.
it's I do appreciate you guys for knowing you guys and for giving me that opportunities. I mean, I think that's one of the key things that why I am where I am today. It's because of AWE and giving me the opportunity, and I'm truly so thankful for it. I promise you that.
Well,
And
we're very, very proud of of your achievements and of your arm wrestling, but even more proud of the young man that you are and the man that you're becoming. You're a great example to many, and somebody that all these people that are in the chat right now really look up to, and there's no secret as to why so many people find you somebody who's easy to get behind and love to support. So congratulations to you on all that you've achieved so far. Wishing you all the very best for East versus West. Poor Pablo, he doesn't know what's coming his way, does he?
that's
Poor
the
Pablo.
spirit, Uncle Dave. That's what I want to hear.
And to all the South Africans in the chat, thank you so much for joining us. To everybody, all the arm wrestling fans, all the AWE fans, thank you so much for your continued support for us. Hollywood Matt Connolly and I have got a big announcement coming up. It might have just leaked out on social media, but we'll perhaps share a little bit more with you guys tomorrow night on that one. And we want to thank the Raw Store. If you haven't already jumped onto the Raw Store, or you weren't tuning into our last podcast where we were talking to the founder of the Raw Store, then our best suggestion to you is to head over there. Each and every time you do and you buy something, you just punch in that code word AWE and you can save yourself 10%. So head over to the Raw Store now. Thank you to the Raw Store for their wonderful support. Hollywood Matt Connolly, any final thoughts before we go away?
Well, thank you to everyone for the comments there. There's one last question here from Cobus Prince. He says, Riekerd, would you still like to pull against Schoolboy, or do you think you're already past his level?
I don't think I'm past his level, but I think I'm not going to beg for the match. I think it's something he also needs to want it the way I want it. And I think there's more important matches now. I mean, I'm looking. If I beat Pavlo, I don't see the use for the Schoolboy match. I truly don't. I think if I beat Pavlo, I think it's a pretty big achievement. And I can focus on better and bigger things. And I think Schoolboy actually needs to go and prove himself again.
Fair enough. There you go. All right.
Great
Well, thank you
thoughts
again
from the great man. Thank you very much, Riekerd Bornman, your AWE heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, and soon to be East versus West heavyweight champion of the world, Riekerd Bornman.